Hey guys, it's David of My Freedom Smokes, and today I'm going to talk to you about a starter kit that's new to us from Wismec, and that is the Predator 228 kit. This is actually a Wismec collaboration with Sinuous. Sinuous Designs. It's actually been designed by them and produced by Wismec. We've seen a lot of stuff that's designed by Jabo, released by Wismec. This is the first one I've seen from Sinuous, and so far I do like it. The Predator is very similar to like the Alien. I think they might have kind of played off the whole Alien versus Predator thing with the names, because they're both similar devices, similar wattage. The Alien's 220, this is 228. Got the side fire switch and everything built in, similar form factor and everything, so I'm thinking they might just kind of playfully did that. I did see a couple videos already where people did a whole Alien versus Predator thing. We're not going to get into that, but I do like the fact they kind of almost took a playful stab at them with the name. The Predator comes with the Elabo tank. I think I'm saying it right. It's E-L-A-B-O, Elabo, something like that. It's a nice little tank, and it actually holds either 4.9 or 4.6 milliliters of liquid, depending on which coil you're using. The NS triple coil actually takes up a little more room, so you get a little less capacity, 4.6. And we're talking about 0.3 milliliters, so it's really not a whole lot of difference. Like I said, it is side fire. It's just a little switch on the side. I like the way they took the switch on one side and then just have almost like a vanity style here to make everything look symmetrical. This side here does nothing, but it looks a lot like the side switch. So you're not seeing like just a random button or anything to break away the symmetry, other than the tank's offset for anybody that's out there OCD. Let's just kind of get into what comes in the box with it. You do get a user manual for the Predator itself and another one for the Elabo tank. I do like when manufacturers do this. That way, if you want to read specifically on your tank or your mod, you have separate ones instead of trying to cram everything into one book. And you do get a charge cord with it. Reading in the book, they do say this charge cord's got a special plating on here that's also on a USB port. Allows for a true 2 amp charging, and it is a balanced charge. So if you're one of the people that likes to charge in your device, it's going to give you a good quick charge, and it's going to be balanced, so it's going to charge your batteries at the same time and the same kind of charge rate. I always prefer, and it's even suggested, to charge on an external charger, but it's nice if they give you a good reliable option for charging on board like that. So you get the one coil, which is just called the triple. It's a 0.2. and that's good for 40 to 80 watts. And then they got this one, which is the NS triple 0.25, and it's a 40 to 120 watt coil. The weird thing about this NS is there's no threads on it. The coil just kind of sits there in between the base and then the top of the chimney, and when you thread everything together, it just holds it in place. And I had no leaking issues or anything like that, which is one of my initial concerns, that there's no threading, but just the way everything on the tank itself seals around it, it actually worked out pretty well. The reason they did that is for more of a quick change. You don't have to worry about unthreading it and getting juice all over your fingers. You can kind of pull it out real quick. And then, like I said, the other one is just called the triple. It's a 0.2, 40 to 80 watts. I've been vaping it at 60 watts. It's reading 0.21 on the device. Let me go ahead and have a couple vapes for you real quick, and then we'll kind of look at the tank. Right off, I noticed this was a very flavorful tank. From the time I filled it up and let it sit for a minute to soak all the liquid in, I noticed the flavor comes off really well on this tank, and still a good bit of vapor even running at 60 watts. The board on here itself will not allow you to do the full 228. 228 is a high number. If your coil cannot handle it, it's not going to allow you to go that high. I think the highest I got is like 158 before it kind of capped me. If you were to run a lower resistance, it will allow you to go a little higher on that wattage. The tank itself is a top fill tank, and it does have a safety lock that's just your drip tip. If you have your drip tip in there, you can't slide the cap open. As soon as you pull the drip tip up or pull it out all the way, you're able to open your top there. That's just a sliding top fill feature. It's really nice. It's similar to like what we see on the TFV8s and stuff, with a little gasket in there and a little slot for filling. I think they even, no, they didn't give a refill. Another O-ring or whatever for that. So just don't break the one you have, I guess. It is a standard 510 drip tip. It does come all the way out. I just kind of pulled it up halfway to open it. And then you do got dual bottom airflow. And it's kind of cool the way they got it a little split up in there so you can see truly where the halfway point is. It is directional. It doesn't round robin. You can close all the way off or open it. But if you want to open it halfway, you just leave one slot open. That's cool that they had a little center beam in the center of that airflow. But it's got some great airflow and great flavor coming off of this. It is, even though it's almost a 5 ml tank, it's still pretty small and puts off a great flavor that way. I think the largest tank I fit on this thing was a 25 without any overhang, because the sides are a little angular, so you may get a little overhang over that. And it wouldn't really be overhang, it just would look a little different, just because it's kind of beveled on the edges there. Overall, I think it's a great little kit. I do like the little side fire stuff because no matter how you hold it, you're going to be able to fire it. It's easy to use firmware on there. It's similar to all the other Wismec stuff. You know, your 3 buttons to get into your different settings, and then you just use your directionals to kind of go through your different settings, whether you want to do power or your temperature control, stuff like that. They give you a lot of information. They give you your working voltage, your resistance. They have a puff counter, and they show the amps you're actually pulling off the battery, and then independent battery logos to show how much each battery is doing. So if you got one that's actually discharging quicker, it'll let you know that. It's dual 18650. It's a nice little door with a little locking latch. Let's just pop that open. And I do like that more in the Alien because I know some people have had issues with the Alien. If you set it down just wrong, it'll pop your door. I do like having a little lock there. The battery compartments themselves are actually marked on both ends. Down in the hole, there's a nice large positive and negative sign, and then again on the battery door, so there should be no question how your batteries are going there. But they do have reverse polarity protection, so if you put them in there, it's not going to work properly until you get your batteries fixed. So let's lock that back in place. All right, and then on and off is a simple 5-click function of your side switch. And then you can also lock your keys by hitting your positive and negative buttons at the same time. It's going to lock your keys. That way you can still fire the device, but you don't have to worry about accidentally changing your settings. I think the Predator would be a good setup for somebody that's looking for a nice compact but high wattage device. It just fits nicely in the pocket, fits great in the hand. I always, like I said, I've been a big fan of these side fire things coming up with a big whole switch where no matter where you grab it, you're really going to fire it, whatever's most comfortable for your hands. You know, a lot of times you gotta be like, okay, I want to fire with my index finger, I gotta hold it like this. This may not be comfortable, but yeah, anywhere you grab it, I mean, it's going to fire. Make you hear every time I'm clicking it. So yeah, if you want to check out these Predators, they are available on our website. If you have any questions about the Wismec Predator, please leave them in the comments below. As always, this has been Dave with Myford & Smokes, and thank you for vaping.